Now, Congress needs to pass a new bill in order to keep the Department of Homeland Security up and running. But as Craig Boswell reports, the GOP is using the bill to stop the president's actions on immigration.
House Republicans took aim at President Obama's immigration policies before leaving Washington for a GOP retreat.
The yeas are 236 and the nays are 191.
They passed a $40 billion bill to fund the Department of Homeland Security with some controversial amendments.
In order to send the message that law is not made in the White House.
Republicans attached 5 different amendments to stop the president's recent action and roll back immigration policies he laid out in 2012.
This executive overreach is an affront to the rule of law and to the Constitution itself.
Democrats say using the DHS funding bill for political purposes is reckless.
But Homeland Security is the last thing in this body that should be subject to a political compromise. Not after the attacks on France, not after 9/11 when we pledged to keep the American people safe.
GOP House leaders acknowledge the bill is unlikely to make it through the Senate, and President Obama has already promised a veto.
Republicans are willing to withhold funding our national security in order to send a message to the president.
Congress has until February 27th to approve the money to keep the Department of Homeland Security running. Craig Boswell, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Republicans have a 54-46 advantage in the Senate, meaning that they would need to convince at least 6 Democrats to vote against the president's immigration policy in order to get the 60 votes needed to pass the Senate.